Hello, welcome back to Ruby's Beauty Page. It is Ruby here, and today we are going to be doing a glammed up beauty look. So stay tuned and let's get this show started. So now I am going to be using my concealer from Lime Life. This is in the shade number 3. This is a phenomenal concealer, especially for priming the eyes prior to applying your eyeshadow products. It does allow for the eyeshadow to stay put all day, and it does not crease throughout the day. I've had some that come 2-3 hours later, your eyeshadows are already all creasy and breaking up. This doesn't allow that because there's primer into the concealer that doesn't allow for that to happen. Now the first shade we're going to go in, is our number 17, which is the berry shade here with Lime Life. We're using a dome brush, and as always we are going to tap that on. Make sure that concealer is blended out before applying your eyeshadow so there's no creases. And so as you see, I'm going to create my shape, and I'm using it very lightly, but I'm packing it on using dabbing motions. Now, once you are completely satisfied with the desired look in that first shade, you'll go ahead and lightly buff it out and remove any harsh lines by lightly just diffusing the edges before applying your next shade. And I like to go in there and pack on that product to intensify that first shade. I did switch to a larger blending brush, as I mentioned, just to diffuse the edges. So as always, when blending shades, you do tend to lighten that shade because you're diffusing that any harsh edges. But as I mentioned, I like to go back in and intensify that shade. And with this shade, I really want to intensify that beautiful berry shade. So this is where I go in with a little bit more product to build up that first shade. And then I'll lightly diffuse it again, but not too much the second time around. So that's looking pretty good to me. Next we're going in with black. Oh my god, black is such a scary color to play with, but don't worry. Just play with your black shades and see how it goes. I'm dabbing that on right in the middle of my crease, and I'm being very careful as far as how much product I have on my brush to avoid any fallout. And when I apply it, I like to right away go in there and blend it out just to see how much black I actually have sitting on my eyelid before I go in and apply any more black, because this is a very deep, intense black eyeshadow and is super pigmented, people. And so I don't want to go in there with too much and then I blend it out and then I just cover up my entire first shade because it's just an overpowering of a black shade. So I like to go in there very lightly and build up in that coverage. So as you see, I went in there, I applied some more, blended it out, and I'm going to go ahead and continue to do this until I feel completely satisfied with the look. And now I'm going back in there with that same berry shade just to blend out that harsh edge of that black. So essentially you repeat this same process 2-3 times depending on what look you're trying to achieve, but I'm just trying to match it up with my other eye. So now I'm going to go in there with that same detailed brush from Morphe. I'm going to go ahead and cut my crease. I like to outline that crease first before I go in with a bigger crease brush and clean that up. And with this look, because I did use black, I am going to go in there with a little bit of a cleansing water and a Q-tip and remove that black eyeshadow that's sitting on my eyelid that does not serve any purpose for me now. So as you see, I applied a little bit on the tip of the Q-tip and I went in there right below that crease and I cleaned it out before I go back in and refill that eyelid with some more concealer. So I'm going to use that same small detailed brush to outline it once again, and then I'll go in with a bigger creasing brush to get that concealed. Does anybody else stumble on their words when they're creating their video? My son distracted me and I didn't realize he was behind me, and I'm like, what is he doing? So I got distracted. My apologies. So I'm going to go ahead and conceal that entire eyelid of where I cleaned it, and then I'm going to go in with my Blenderful sponge, using the pointy tip of the sponge to remove any excess concealer, and then I'll go in there with my finger and just dab out where my sponge can't reach, because I don't want to go up into where I have my eyeshadow. Okay, so now that we have that completely satisfied, we're going to go ahead and move on to our next shade, and I'm using the 39L palette from Morphe, and I wanted to pick up a very shimmery silver shade for this look, and I went with something a little bit less sparkly than what's in that actual palette, and I think this really complements this look beautifully. So I'm just packing that on, dabbing it on first, and then kind of lightly buffing away any excess eyeshadow that's sitting on my eyelid. And then I'll go in with that black, and I'm going to go ahead and blur out that harsh edge, and then I'll be picking up a little bit of that berry shade just to transition it on the inner portion of my eyelid as well. And as you see, I'm going in with the same brushes that I used for my entire look today, and I'm just going to diffuse those two shades together between the berry and that black shade, and kind of doing a zigzag motion to remove that harsh line of that silver eyeshadow. It's so funny how you look at yourself and you're like, wow, I kind of look like a hot mess there. And it's so funny how when you put everything together, it's just like what fairy came and dusted that fairy dust on her to make her look that cute at the end. So I'm going in with some Stella glitter, liquid glitter, and I'm just going to outline that crease just to add a little bit of an extraness to the eyes, just a little bit, add a little bit more pop of that silver. Now I'm going to go ahead and prime my face. I do cover up my eyeshadow before doing so, because I just want my face to be primered before applying my foundation. Hello, beautiful foundation. Look at that. So we have our palette here with one foundation and two concealers, and I am using a Morphe M26 brush to apply it, and then I'll be dabbing it onto my entire face. But this coverage is so phenomenal. 50% pigment. It is a wax-based foundation, so it does not sink or sit into your pores. It just literally sits on your face. There is no formula out there that can mimic this foundation here. It is a very reasonable price for foundation, but look at it. It just literally looks like your natural skin. If you guys are interested, leave me a comment and I'll be happy to get you guys color match and get you guys all set up. Now I am using that same concealer that I used to primer my eyelids. I'm applying that concealer number 3 on my lower eyes to brighten, and I'll be highlighting my face as well. Now this is a very super pigmented concealer, so you want to build up in coverage. Less is more when it comes to the foundation and the concealer. Now I do like going in with my damp Blenderful sponge and pressing that into my skin and diffusing the concealer and the foundation, so there's not that separation of those two products. I like to go in there and blend out and remove any excess product that I do have sitting on my skin before I go in and set my face with my facial powder. I don't know about you guys, but I get excited when my face all kind of comes together. So I'm using my translucent powder here from Limelight by Elcone. This is a phenomenal translucent powder. This will not age you on your under eyes, trust me. So now the makeup here with Limelight by Elcone is very pigmented. Pretty much everything is very pigmented, but it does not look thick or heavy on your skin, nor does it feel like it's heavy on your skin. You know, some primers just feels like it's just thick on your skin. Ours doesn't, nor does the foundation or the concealer. It is super pigmented, so a little does go a long way pretty much for everything across the board as far as our makeup products. Now I really like to dress up my eyes with this gel eyeliner. I just feel like it adds a real intense look to the eyes, and it just makes your eyes pop. I already have big eyes as it is, so this black doesn't make my eyes look smaller, but I like to apply it on my waterline, my lower lash line, and then buff it out, and then I'll go in there with a shade to smoke it out. But in this case, I went in there with that black eyeshadow and I smoked it out very lightly, only because this black eyeliner is a very deep, intense black eyeliner. So this is how our look is coming along so far. Isn't it just a cute look? The video does it no justice like it would in person, of course, with any makeup looks, right? Now this is our perfect mascara with Lime Life. It does have fibers built into the formula, so it does lengthen and add volume to your lashes. Now I'm going in with our HD facial powder to bronze my face and bring some warmth back into my face, because your girl is looking a little pale. I always do that come winter time. It is amazing how my summer natural shade can just diminish so much between summer to winter. So yeah, I'm bronzing up my face. I did notice I left a little bit of too much product sitting on that top forehead. I got it after the video, do not worry. So from that same trio palette, I'm picking up a little bit of blush. This one is Keen. This one has a little sparkly sparkles into the blush. Usually I will go in with Peachy, but we're going with Keen today. And so then I'll use my brush to kind of blend out anything, and of course I missed the forehead, but I'm using now my translucent powder to sharpen up that lower jawline. And I'm going in now with our Enduring Lip Color, and this shade is Sugar Plum. This is such a beautiful shade, people. It is a very beautiful, elegant, you can, just wear this alone with just, some really nice pretty falsies, or you can dress it up with this look like I did. Since I am going out in a glammed look, I decided to add some color to my lips instead of sticking to a neutral tone. So this is what I'm using. I'm using Sugar Plum, and it complements my eyes very nicely, as you see. So now I can't stress this enough, you must set your face, and I am using our Oil Strike setting spray with a 16-hour hold, because you are using quality makeup. You want to make sure to seal in that makeup, and I'm using the Oil Strike setting spray because I do have oily skin. We do have another one for those who don't have oily skin, and I tell you what, come 5 o'clock in the evening, my makeup still is completely intact. Literally. So I am using my fan to dry my face before I proceed on. This is such a handy little fan that I have. So I am using Pride. I love the two combination of the Enduring Lip Color Sugar Plum and our lip gloss Pride. They complement each other very nicely, and of course, because I am a lip gloss queen, I love to go in with a little bit of a lip gloss to add that sparkly shimmer to my lips. So those are the two shades that I am using on my lips. Now once my face is completely dried, I like to go in with a little bit of our translucent powder just to remove that shine and make my face look a little bit matte. So I tend to mattify my face once everything is dried and fix anything that I need to be fixed on my face. But this is the look. If you guys have any questions on this look, any products that I use, please feel free to leave me a comment or reach out to me, and I will get back to you guys as soon as I can. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have a wonderful, blessed day. Take care, and I will see you guys on the next video. Bye. That smile, well, that does it for me. So please be sure to like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you guys haven't done so already. Thank you.